What's up, and welcome back to the Scuffed Ass Podcast for episode number 207. Because next week will technically be the 4-year anniversary of the podcast, if my brain's working properly. Which we know there's about a 50-50 shot. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Of that.
Yeah.
No, okay. Let's go check, actually, because now I'm intrigued. Wonder's back, and we're doing something different. Cameras are set up weird. Maybe they'll stay this way. Let us know below your thoughts on below. Let's see here. YouTube Studio.
Okay, you back? All right. I don't know if it was my internet or your internet that I just shit the bed there.
Oh, good. Hopefully it was yours. Gotta say.
Must have been mine.
I wouldn't know at this moment. So, yeah, so this is episode 207. Next week, as I was saying, is 208, which will be technically the 4-year anniversary of the show.
Oh boy.
Will it release like actually 4 years after the original? Or not the original, but like the first one? No.
Because we originally started doing this on Tuesdays, I think.
Well, yeah, but we've also moved around so much throughout the time. I just meant like the date, which would have been the 5th, but no, it is not the 5th. That episode will release on the 8th. Because, yeah, our first episode came out March 5th of 2020, and that was me and Greg talking about all sorts of stuff. And then the second episode technically came out March 6th, back-to-back days, and it was me and you talking about, is Warzone ever coming?
It did come.
And then literally the next week, Warzone is out and the NBA is canceled because it took 2 weeks into the show for COVID to shut down the world. Well, that's when it started, remember? Because nothing had really shut down yet. But then Rudy Gobert, we talked about it, did the whole he knew he had COVID thing and was like touching the mic and making it a thing. Because, like, you can argue how big of a deal you think it actually is. It was a big deal, especially at the time. If you want to argue it's not such a big deal now, maybe I'd agree, but it definitely still is. It's a scary thing. I don't care what your opinions are. I've seen the bad that COVID can do to people, so COVID will still kill you. That's what I know.
I've seen the bad that literally anything can do to you. So
Well, that's true. But
being alive is rough.
That's true. But yeah, we had started to watch everything shut down, and then there was no wonder for a couple weeks as we had Judo Chop on, Sasquatch, Judo again. I forgot it's not Judo Chop anymore, it's just Judo.
Mm-hmm.
So many name changes since then. Anthony had one, that Dizzy guy. Haven't heard from him in a while.
No kidding.
A bunch of Wonder. I think that one was with Dizzy. Lots of episodes. Lots of really short episodes in the beginning. Like last week.
The fact that we haven't missed a week.
Yeah. Well, I haven't missed a week. You've missed a bunch.
Well.
But there was also times where there were like just straight up agreements of like, hey, me and you aren't doing the show anymore. We'll call you sometimes. And then there was just like, you're the co-host again. And then there's, I don't know. Pretend to have a life sometimes. It's pretty gross.
There was times where I was working night shifts and
that really ruined some stuff for a while. But yeah, fucking 4 years not missed an episode. Oh, if you're wondering what the timer is right here, that would be, I'm doing another subathon. We are 9 days in, and that's how much time that's left. I just want to take a nap.
Too bad.
I want to take a nap.
Grandpa, well, that's too damn bad.
So I took a little bit longer break last night, kind of because I thought today was going to be the last day.
Mhm.
Look what happens when you think.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I had 6 hours left when I started stream.
So would you be mad if I dropped like $1,000 right
Not at
now?
all. Not at all. I'd use that money to go buy more Rockstar, though. Dude,
Yeah, you're gonna need it.
the amount of caffeine coursing through my body lately, I've been drinking enough to the point where I wait and like I feel my heart do something weird, so that's what tells me to stop. Like I feel it like flutter a little. It's like, oh, that's enough caffeine for today.
All I can think of is that meme where it's on, on Kung Fu Panda, where the turtle, I don't remember what his name is, the tortoise or whatever, has got the powerful stick, and he's like, "Good, my time has come. You must journey forth without me." Wait, what? No.
Yeah.
That's all I can think of every time, heart attack is imminent.
Well, I don't think it's a heart attack. It's just caffeine causes heart problems. It's fine.
No.
Yeah.
How much caffeine is in Rockstar?
160 milligrams. There's like 60 in a Red Bull.
What is a healthy amount of caffeine to consume?
Oh,
in
you're
a single
safe till
400 milligrams. You're good.
yeah,
You're
and
good. You're
yeah,
good.
well, and you don't die until you drink 4,000 milligrams, which is just 4 grams, which sounds better. But I've noticed once I get to about a gram, that's when I notice my heart do weird stuff.
I take 2 sips of energy drink and hear my heart like struggling.
Yeah,
So
that's definitely not how it goes for me, but. Ugh.
but I have drank 2 rock stars thanks to you.
Yay.
3.
It's good.
3
It's
rock
good. It's a good
stars
drink.
since you made me try it again, and I liked it, and I like the strawberry whipped.
Yeah, we still got to do that taste testing all the Rockstars thing.
Yeah.
The reason I don't want to is A, there's so many.
Mm-hmm.
But B,
I was about to say they're most stores, like half of the energy drinks is just Rockstar.
yeah, it's mostly just Rockstar and Monster.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's about 2 shelves of everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Good God. I hate people on the internet. The internet hurts my soul.
Yeah, I know you talk about it every time we have a podcast.
But the Royal Rumble was cool. You were too busy, I don't know, being lame to know anything about the Royal Rumble. You were, I don't know, with your girlfriend doing relationshipy things, you fucking asshole. Hate you.
True.
You ignored our Star Wars character creation day to go see some shitty movie.
Hey, I actually thought it was pretty good.
Don't care, shitty movie.
It had Jason Statham in it. It was good.
Don't care, shitty movie.
Your movies are shitty.
And then last night, instead of coming and playing video games with me, you went to fucking game night.
I missed game night last week because I played Fortnite for fucking 9 hours.
Yeah. So I have a really cool idea for that game.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to talk about because I was thinking if I can't make up my mind on whether or not I want to be
Not
a
the Star Wars game. We'll deal with
or...
that later. I want that one off stream so nobody knows what's going on. No,
right.
I want to talk to you about the D&D game in real life. For when I show up, I have an idea. And I want you to tell me if you think Heath will go with the fun rule of cool on this one. So I told you the character I'm making. The changeling assassin so he can like change his face all the time.
Yep.
I want to have it like I want to talk to him about like having my character be following you guys this whole time. It froze. We'll wait. Oh, good. It was my internet this time, chat.
Okay. Am I back?
It was my internet this time. So,
Oh.
because stream died.
Oh.
Hoping it comes back up.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
Adrenaline.
the little video connected thing isn't.
Yeah, in my soul.
Last time it was me, so.
Every pot out of control. See, the Discord calls back, so I'd love it if the stream would be back. That'd be cool. Like OBS, hello?
It's not happy.
I don't care. We have internet. Like, whatever. We'll just keep talking because it'll reconnect at some point, I hope.
Right. Well, we're
There
still
we go.
recording, right?
Yeah. Oh, so it's official. I don't know when I'm getting the Pixel official, like when it'll actually be here, but the other phone has been ordered. I will be putting the Galaxy Fold away for a while and using a 7-year-old phone. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. So, for those of you that don't know, one of the second set of goals for the subathon, because we passed all the first ones, and now I've got to, I don't know, create a third set, I guess. But passed all those goals, and the final goal was to buy like the oldest phone I could that still gets security updates and use that as like my daily driver phone. And during that time, I'm going to do my best to like put my iPhone like out of reach most of the time and use mostly the Pixel. Like for everything. Try to record TikToks with it, just use this 7-year-old phone. I don't know if it'll go well. That's the goal.
Hopefully it doesn't like catch on fire and blow up or something.
I would assume it won't, but that should be funzo.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. Anyway, about your changeling.
Oh
yeah. Didn't get to finish that.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna finish saying what I just got to because things were broken.
I thought you were done.
But well, I guess maybe I am. I don't know. Let's move on back to changeling. So I want to start having like a thing where I want him to pick who, but somebody in your group or all of you randomly start seeing members of your party not with your party. Like have your character look over and like a couple tables away at the tavern you see Andy's character sitting there even though they're right next to you.
So you like take the double take and then when you look back it's you're no longer there or you're a different person.
I just want to
So you think you're just going fucking crazy?
I want my, like, until I can actually show up, I just kind of want my character to be stalking you guys, freaking you out. It'd be so funny.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be I mean, we have a genie, technically, in our group, so...
Like, I don't know, I wonder if he'll let that be, like, the way I get introduced, and then just, like, the day I'm actually there... Just like the whole group was supposed to split up and whoever you thought you were with is actually just me the whole time.
Yeah.
Wait, you're not acting how they would act.
Yeah. I must say, Heath is a pretty good DM.
Yeah, Heath's awesome. So I might be able to rule a cool this one.
Yeah. My character, I was 20 years old. I aged 20 years this last session.
What did you do?
I may or may not have sold some of my life essence for a powerful weapon.
Oh.
To a powerful genie.
Ah.
Yeah. So I'm now a 40-year-old. All of a sudden.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, I'm seeing the internet again. For all the people who don't seem to understand why student loan debt is annoying. This guy, my wife and I left graduate school 23 years ago with a combined total of $70,000 in debt. Since then, we've paid $500 a month for 23 years. That's over $120,000 paid. Today, we still owe $60,000. So explain to me again why this debt shouldn't be canceled. Because the way this works is the people who give out the loans sell the loans to other people, and all of it just restarts, and none of your payments ever mattered, and it just goes on forever, and there's nothing you can do about it. But we're going to pretend it's people's fault for getting loans and getting education. It's not.
Right.
Maybe if, like, banks gave out student loans, it wouldn't be such an issue.
Right, because then you're actually paying back the money that you owed.
Right, and sure, maybe some interest, which makes sense, but not literally having to pay quadruple what you owe just because fuck you.
At least.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. And then when you almost get it paid off, they sell it off to somebody else and it just restarts.
Yep.
Yep. There's a reason why instead of spending $26,000 for my degree that I got, I mean, that's at least $26,000. That would have been at the low end. To get the same degree, when I went to a smaller trade school, basically, and paid $6,000, and that was total. I got my associate's degree with $6,000, and after the first semester, I was actually getting paid to go to school through the scholarship program.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know a lot of people aren't in the position to be able to go to smaller, trade schools, but if you have the opportunity, I would strongly recommend versus going to a bigger university.
Yeah. It's weird because there's certain things where it's like, if you want to do them, you have to go to a bigger university, which was one of my things, looking at, the places I were going to go to school, which were fucking insane. And I understand that, but like MIT, Stanford, that shit's expensive. But if you want to do what I wanted to do, like, that's where you need to go. Like, and that's not just me being like, well, whatever. If you want to be respected in that field, I want to see what it would cost now.
I think that's stupid,
So yeah,
in a way. Like, oh, I got to go to Harvard to be recognized when you literally get the same fucking education.
See, but you technically don't, and the professors matter. When you're going into physics, it matters. Like, and so yeah, MIT was $60,000 a semester. So yeah, wait, no, the average annual cost is $80,000 a semester. And I was gonna have to be there for what, 16 semesters probably. Because that's 8 years, which is about what it takes. That's if you're on really good pace to get a doctorate, because it could take up to 10 years. But I know me, so I think I could have hit that lower end.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, as cool as it is, like, that's dumb, and there's a reason I didn't do it.
Yeah.
That's why we're here now.
But the other thing that's also really stupid is the fact that you can go through Harvard or a renowned college and pay a whole buttload of money and then still not get a job.
Yeah.
After that. Because back in the day, an education meant something.
Yeah.
Like, you were guaranteed a job right out of college if you had certain educations.
Yep.
And nowadays, there's little to no incentive to go to college to get an education to better themselves, because A, it's super expensive, and B, after you take out all these loans and go way into debt, you probably won't get a job that's going to even come close to being able to pay off that debt you have now.
Right.
And so, and then our country's wondering why, we've fallen immensely in the worldwide educational.
Well, we've fallen immensely in education because we don't spend any money on education. Like
Yeah, but people also can't go educate
No, I mean like fucking just public schooling. We have some of the worst public schooling in the world.
Right.
Because we refuse to spend any money on public. What's the first thing that gets cut when we need money? Education. How does that make sense? Well, actually it does, because the dumber your workforce is, the better it is for you as both the government and the rich, but that's not important. But all right, we're moving off this topic because it just annoys me. But it popped up on Twitter. I wanted to mention it.
Yeah.
So I played Warzone today.
Yeah. How'd that go?
Disgusting. It's fine. It was funny. They were like, "You're playing pretty well. You're getting lots of kills." It's like, I play shooters on mouse and keyboard. It's all the same. It's point and shoot. Like it's pretty simple here. You pull down and left with your mouse to control your recoil. Like I understand that. It's more like, where the fuck are we? What are we doing? Why are we going here? What gun's good?
Right. That's my big thing. That's one thing that's always drove me crazy about Warzone, is the fact that you have to upgrade guns to compete. Yes. I'm ooh-ing right now.
Ooh.
But yeah, I that's why I liked Blackout so much, because you could only use the guns that were on the map.
Right.
You could upgrade them. You could still find attachments and stuff like that and build the gun the way you wanted it, but was only what you had on the map. The guns were only, you weren't going to be outclassed and outplayed because this guy spends a gazillion hours upgrading guns and you don't have the time to do that, and so you get your ass kicked. Even though you may be a better player than that person, you can't compete because your gun is shit compared to their gun because they have the meta gun. Like in Blackout, I could pick up what was that big 50 cal? What they call a 50 cal gun back in Blackout?
Paladin.
Paladin. I could pick up the Paladin and know that I have the strongest sniper in the game, and the only other person that's going to compete with me is another person with a Paladin. And I know that the Paladin, their Paladin, isn't going to be any better than my Paladin.
False. I was going to beat you every time with an outlaw.
Yeah. I was just using as an example.
And the outlaw is technically a worse gun. I just was really good with it. So
yeah,
it's just like the AX50 was never the best. Well, it was for a little while the best sniper in Warzone. You moved on. You were like, these snipers are better. There was a time where even when the gun wasn't the best in its class, you used to be able to like, I can still rip with this though. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's like if I'm just, I have to like hit headshots every time, but fuck it, because if I do, we're chilling. What just happened? We got a whoosh. We got a whoosh. But I don't have my stream up anymore. I do, not the one that will tell me what's happening. There we go. What just happened?
Have no friends.
Dan Demand 966, thanks for the follow. And thank you for the 10 biddies. I appreciate it. How you doing? Welcome to the Geek Squad. I'm intrigued. I have no friends is what just played in my ear, which is fun. Love that. Gotta go add 10 minutes to this timer though. Yeah. One day I'll be back to where we were when we started. Yesterday. Maybe. Cool if I don't get there too. But is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's only been 9 days since you started the
I know, dude. I needed
Peloton.
groceries 9 days ago.
You're gonna have to send.
Bro, I have been
other-
straight up living on Rockstar. That's what I got. I got Rockstar. That's all you really need, though.
Yeah, you have all the sustenance you need in a Rockstar.
Yeah, it's got, 85 milligrams of sodium. Got no protein. It's got less sugar than a Dr. Pepper. It's got some vitamin B though, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's.
Yeah. Anyway, I miss Blackout. I had a lot of fun on Blackout.
Valid. Shallots.
English.
English is tough.
Broke.
You've never tried Rockstar in your life. You should. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Or don't, because it also could just make your heart explode. But that's fine.
I mean, it's an energy drink.
That's true.
If your heart's used to energy drinks, Rockstar is the way to go.
Basically, if you drink energy drinks, Rockstar's better than all of them.
Plus, there's got to be a flavor for everybody.
I think that's fair. I gotta figure out what other one I like.
47,000 flavors.
I'm a very original type guy, but I gotta see if there's anything else I like. The amount of different cans Rockstar has going right now is wild. There's Starfield cans. This is a Champions League can. I don't know what's going on. What are the other ones I got?
Apparently, Dan DeMann is just a coffee man.
You're afraid
I'm a
to
coffee
try.
guy too.
Hey, coffee's good. Why are we afraid to try? Yeah, see, we got Starfield can.
He's afraid he'll like it, and then it'll be another addiction.
That's fair. Wonder knows all about it.
Yeah, I'm trying my hardest not to drink any more of them. I've had 3 of them since we had a taste test. We did like a YouTube video where we went through and tasted a bunch of energy drinks to see which one was the best. And for the second year in a row, it is still Rockstar, in our opinion. You might like whatever else, but it's got 4 times more caffeine in it.
Yeah, it does.
I mean,
well, it depends on what kind of coffee you drink.
I was about to say, what kind of coffee you drink and how many cups of coffee do you drink a day?
That's true. Because, like, Death Wish has more caffeine in it than 2 Rockstars.
Yeah. Although, not very many people drink Death Wish.
A lot more people drink Death Wish than you think.
Compared to Folgers, I don't think so. And Folgers is not good coffee. It's just cheap.
It's not cheap, actually, but it exists.
Cheaper
People
than
thought,
some.
no, all coffee is cheaper than some. That's how that works.
I
Folgers,
go to Walmart and buy a big old thing of it like this big for $4. I mean, that's pretty cheap.
yeah, but the big thing of it right next to it that is just Walmart's house brand for half the price is cheaper. People at this point just say Folgers is cheap and just keep buying it, even though everybody agrees it's just fucking ass.
Well, I mean, I think it's just people are used to drinking it.
By the way, still the most popular coffee brand in the U.S. last year. And this is just like through store sales, not like...
I guess like Starbucks or something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Which is correct. And no, this doesn't mean... No, this isn't the people going to Starbucks. This is like what I do, where you just buy Starbucks coffee and make it at home because it's better coffee. Mm-hmm. And then it's Folgers, and then it's Dunkin', and then it's other, and then Green Mountain McCafe, Pete's, 8 o'clock, Cafe Bustelo, Tim Hortons, and La Colombe. Colombe?
I haven't even heard of half of that.
Right. I know Pete's, McCafe, Green Mountain, Dunkin', Folgers, Starbucks, Tim Hortons. I know it's Canadian. But yeah, it does have 4 times more caffeine.
Guy than I am, though.
That's true.
I don't even like coffee. I just can't live without it.
It's tough. I love coffee.
I gotta douse mine in creamer.
I'm a picky bitch when it comes to my coffee. Even putting creamer in it, I'm a picky bitch at what coffee is deserving of being put in my body.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Some
I've
stuff
been
just doesn't taste
drinking
good.
Black Rifle a lot too,
Gross.
which it on first couple drinks it does not taste good, and then it like grows on you. I don't know. It's like a habit almost,
Right.
like a chewing habit. Chew doesn't taste good, but you grow to like it. Some people, I could never do it.
Right.
You'll never find me doing that. That stuff makes me gag.
Valid. Interesting. I don't know, man. Life's weird. Life's crazy, bro.
Indeed it is.
Indeed. Indubitably.
Yeah.
In
So were you outside today at all?
No?
Didn't think so. Well, it was nice out. It was in the 60s. Supposed to be in the 60s tomorrow.
I wonder what that's like. I wonder what outside's like, dog.
You haven't seen outside in 9 days?
Well, no, I saw outside to go play darts with you, and we'll see if
yeah.
I do this week. Do we need Kevin, by the way?
Yes.
Okay. I
Yep,
thought
we'll
so,
probably need
but
him for another 3 weeks, I think.
jeez.
Well, our teammate's going to be gone for 4 weeks, I think. So we'll need him this
Why is he
next
gone
week.
so long?
Big vacation, man. I guess I don't know.
Who takes a month-long vacation?
People who have a month of vacation.
Bro, how do you have money to go anywhere for a month?
I don't know.
That's what
I don't even know what he does.
Me
and
either.
that's embarrassing because I've never asked him.
Well, I don't know. To me, I never understand why, like, the first thing people try to talk about is, like, work when they're not at work.
Right?
Like, dude,
I tried to
I'm
avoid
here.
it,
I want
but-
to... See, I don't get to, because my work is just talking about things, which is what I do. I just talk about stuff. So it's like, oh,
Right,
you want to talk about
work
sports?
because I run out of stuff to talk about, like on a podcast.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's a tough place for Wonder to be.
Yeah. Yeah. But today was a lot nicer to work in. I welded all day pretty much building a catwalk. But it's also, wasn't as crippled up this week as I was last week. It was rough going up and down those banks last week after trying to break my neck out the back, walking out my back door.
Yeah, bro's kind of an idiot. Tried to kill himself.
Treated wood and ice are not a good mix, apparently. But, yeah. Didn't hate working outside today, which is impressive.
It's unfortunate. You're supposed to hate being outside.
Well, I mean, I'd much rather be home, home and playing video games or something, but
You say that until you're never allowed to leave home.
well, yeah, I mean, I'm the type of person that I love my video games, but after like when I'm sick or something and I have to spend 3 or 4 days in the house, on day 4 I start getting stir crazy. Like I have to go out and go do something. So, but
Nice thing is I'm kind of used to being here all the time because there's nothing to do. You always pretend to be busy.
It's true. Well, I don't pretend. I just am busy.
He pretends. Don't let him lie to you.
That's what happens when you get in relationships and get in, get suckered into leagues and all kinds of crap because you have a hard time saying no to anybody and
I guess.
Yeah. See, you don't ever leave the house for anybody to ask you in the first place, so you don't have to worry about it. Me,
I wish I had to worry about it.
I started off going to one thing, and then that one thing led to another thing, and then that, it's just a chain reaction.
Then when we go get dinner and go to Walmart, when I decide I want to go to the comic book stores, it's too much. I got to get home for other things, he says. It's me. I'm the one he bails on. He can go do everything else. He's boring. Fucking asshole. Lions fans, what happened?
Okay, I bail on everybody at one point or another.
No.
A lot of times it's because, I told somebody I would do something with them.
No, a lot of times it was they texted you while we were out at dinner and you decided you wanted to go do that thing, so let's go home so I can go do this thing with somebody else. I don't know, I'm just being judgy. What is happening?
The majority of the time is I made plans with somebody like a month beforehand, forgot about it, and then you and I'll go do something and I'll get the text, "You ready?" And it's like, oh shit. But
This is why there's literally a calendar on his phone. He just doesn't know how to add things.
Well,
he doesn't know how to set reminders. Be smart.
Yeah, see, I have things on my calendar. I just don't do the stupid thing where it pops up as a reminder. Partially because I'm too dumb to figure out how to use that properly, so I am just impressed with myself because I had to install drivers on my PC and I did it all by myself. So I'm impressed with that. Also, one of these days I'm gonna have to have you come over here and install my storage, and also clean my PC out while you're at it.
All right, pay up, dog.
I mean, I'll pay you
$100 an hour, and it'll take me less than an hour, so $100. Bump this timer so I can take longer to get there. You think it's a joke, but I'm trying to get there.
I don't have money. I'm running out of the because I bought like $100 worth of
rude.
Rude.
Yeah.
How's it rude?
I don't know. You didn't even finish your sentence. I just said rude.
No, because I bought $100 worth of bits, and
you've just been slowly spending them. I see.
Yeah, on you.
Yeah, I know.
Over the last like 3 weeks, I've been donating here and there, and
here and there. Yeah. That's not where I thought you were going with that. That's pretty funny though.
Yeah, I was like, well, he shot his shot and he missed wildly.
So bro's just gonna keep bumping my shit up here, huh?
Every time you feel like you're about to be done, I'm just gonna.
Well, that's not true. You haven't been around every time I feel like I'm about to be done.
Well, that's because I look on my phone on break and I see that you got another 24 hours to go, and I was like, oh, well, somebody else did my job for me. Because I was gonna wait till you were
more fun.
I was gonna wait till you were down to like your last minute and just drop a bunch of money.
Dubs, I'm here for it. You're still gonna get a chance to do that.
I know.
It's just farther away now.
Well, and I'm down to minimal amounts of money because I've just slowly been donating.
Yeah, that'll happen.
I'm annoyed that it refreshed already because now I'm sitting second because it refreshed. But yeah.
Interesting.
What are you doing tomorrow? Same thing as you did today?
Probably. Why? What are you thinking?
Oh, well, I'm not going to work tomorrow. I took the date off tomorrow because it's going to be my last hoorah to try and get an elk. But if I'm unsuccessful, I'll probably have the majority of the day to do whatever until I have a fire meeting. There's a slight chance I might go to a basketball game for a little bit I think it's at 4.
So you're not going to be around at all.
That
You'll
should be.
Get home at noon, cook food till 1, eat food till 2.
I mean, if I don't get an elk, I'll be home by like 8:30 or 9.
I've heard this before, chat. He's lying to us.
Unless somebody goes with me, like my mother or father, because then they're gonna be like, "Well, let's swing through town and grab shit."
Yeah, you want to swing through Bluffs for me and get me some Chinese food? Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
he said yes. Chat, you heard it.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'll do it. Give me all your money.
No, not worth it. Not worth it.
I seem to have lost the grocery list, but I got coffee. And I don't know what happened to the rest of the money.
Thanks, dog.
And I bought you a couple of rock stars.
Sick.
Which is all you need.
That's all I needed.
Out of that $800 you gave me, here's a couple of rock stars.
Fuck. I'm tired, bro.
Me too.
Happy birthday, bro. I almost said happy birthday to you too, Zach. Jesus Christ.
That is a wonder. That is me.
That is a wonder. We're recording the podcast, Lord. Good sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, your camera's like weirdly zoomed in. I kind of want to see if I can fix that next time I'm over.
Zoomed in?
Yeah, so when you sit like a normal person, half of your head's not in camera.
Well,
half the time. Yeah, but now it won't be in camera because you're laying down. There we go. Well, that looks better.
A lot of times I sit back, so it's...
It has been a solid minute, Zach. Has been a minute. Yeah. Been streaming for what? How long have I been here? This is my 9th day. So last week on Sunday, I started the subathon. Because last week on Monday was my birthday.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And even if I somehow finish up tomorrow, which I don't even think is really possible. Like it would be if I just grinded out like a 20-hour stream tomorrow, but that sounds fucking disgusting. And then that's only maybe. It's the thing I keep saying when people are like, you know, I've been live for 6 hours and they go, you only have 12 hours left, just go the whole way. It's like, no. Because whether I stop or whether I stay, somebody is going to bump it up at the end. And then I've just sat there for 40 hours for no fucking reason. I will do it the way I've been doing it. Tomorrow, when I start the stream, I'll get it down to like 5-6 hours, go to bed, the next day try to finish it. And if I don't, I don't. What's happening with my camera? Why are you so shaky? Only when I do certain things, though. It's very weird.
Huh. But let's say, look like earthquake. Yellowstone's erupting.
But like when I jiggle the desk, it doesn't move. So I don't understand what I did. But yeah, WWE belt. How about that Cody Rhodes repeat? Annoying. Cody Rhodes won the Rumble again.
Oh.
Just to challenge Roman again. And lose again.
Lose again.
I want him to lose so bad because I think the way everybody hates, like, they don't hate Roman, obviously. They all claim to hate Roman, but then he shows up on TV and they buy his new shirt and they scream about how happy they are that he's back and they give WWE so much more money. Dude, I don't think you can have Roman lose because Roman earns too much money. So there is no story. The story is Cody can't finish. He's got problems finishing.
Yep. Story of half of every woman's life. It's a sad story. Am I right, ladies?
Oof.
I think they agree.
I don't know. What lady watches this show?
I can feel all of the ghosts of women's past stirring in their grave in agreement. And if you ask me what I'm talking about, I have no clue. I just pulled
Hugs
that
for
out of my
Wonder.
hat.
Why are we hugging Wonder? He doesn't need a hug. He gets hugs all the time. This is some bullshit. Why do you get more hugs? Fuck you.
Because I'm just more cuddly.
Promise that's not true, you bony little bitch.
Hey, I'm trying, okay? Have you seen how I eat?
I know.
I'm up to 200 pounds.
No, it's all good for him. He's fine. He's moved on. He's chilling. Yeah. It's already better for him, and now I'm gonna kick him down the fucking stairs. You thought the fall down the back stairs hurt. Watch me kick you off the front step, you bitch.
I mean, it wouldn't be as bad if I don't go head first.
God, it was so funny at darts last week. Will you kick me in the teeth? Yes, not you. Damn it.
You keep your girthy ass legs away from me.
For me, not good. For Wonder, it's fine, apparently. Also, Red needs your help.
Oh?
He said, Mr. Wonder, help.
I'm here to help. Don't worry. I'm part of the emergency service.
I hate that that's true.
Uh-huh.
Last week, we literally had to cut the podcast short.
Short?
We had to cut it short because Wonder got called to a fire.
Gas leak, actually.
Doesn't matter. It wasn't real. It's never
gas leak.
real. It's stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just we have gas lines that come through here and they have vents for when it gets really cold. And when it gets really cold, it creates pressure on the gas lines and they release not gas, but
Yeah. Red,
vapors.
he has to play along. He's a first responder. When somebody asks for help, he has to just do it.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't get to
Yep.
question it. Every other
Yep.
human's going to question it because
Yep.
how life
You could
works.
have been you could be dead for like 4 days and I would still have to render first aid to you until the coroner shows up and announces you dead. It's my job.
Hey, you haven't even asked me to help you, so I don't want to hear that Wonder's the best character. I'm always the best character. That looks like a cool car. The hell kind of car is that, Sauce? What are you driving? Bought an Xbox, though.
Speaking of Xbox, I seen online there was a guy that made a Lamborghini, and he had like the Xbox logo that went up the hood, and it like crossed at the top of the car. It was like green. It was all black and had like a green, and then I had like the green underglow lights. It was pretty badass, actually.
Nice.
So all I did was I commented underneath of it, PlayStation question mark, because they got to fire back. They can't get shown up by Xbox, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Wonder pretends to be a fireman. The dating scene in Wyoming sucks. That's why Wonder's dating somebody not from here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still alone. That never changes. War never changes. Geek being single never changes. I blame Wonder. Actually, I don't. I was going to say it's because when I go out in public with him, except when I go out in public with you, nobody knows I exist, and apparently only dudes are interested in you. That's what I've learned lately. That was pretty funny. That was pretty good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's possible, Zach. It's possible. He costs money. The Vikings don't have any money. Hey, nothing wrong with, dudes being attracted to you. I just find it funny.
At least somebody's attracted to me.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't know what that's like. So I guess you still win.
I mean, I turned a gay guy on. Shoot.
That's a win, I guess.
I'll have to go tell my girlfriend She better be on her best behavior because I've got options.
Yikes. I definitely wouldn't recommend saying
I
that.
definitely would never ever tell my girlfriend that because she would
I hope she's watching.
probably shoot me in the face.
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah, Wonder would still have to. For sure.
That we don't do mouth to mouth anymore.
Because of COVID?
No, because it's not just COVID, but because herpes and stuff like that exist, and also we have machines that do it for us, including a CPR machine we call it the Lucas.
This is Wyoming. We don't have any machines.
We do. The government funds it for us. Although we don't get very good funding from the government because we have low population. So, yay.
Valid, I guess.
I mean, you might get CPR if I like you.
Ayo. I'm doing my best to avoid all the football talk. It's really hard though.
Yeah.
I just want to laugh at the Lions. That's all I want to do.
Yeah. I'm upset that the Ravens.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know what they were doing. Ravens, you're good at running the ball, so run it less than 8 times. Lamar, I know you want to battle Mahomes, but also use your goddamn legs. A hole would open up, and he'd just stare, waiting for somebody to get open, and they wouldn't.
Well, see, it's everybody got caught on to the fixed outcome, and so the league went, oh shit, we need to make emergency changes.
I don't think that's it at all. And then the Lions, haha, funny moment, especially because I've seen this film before. People have talked about it a lot. You had your shot and you blew it. You're not the 40. So somebody made a post earlier about all the teams who made it to an NFC championship game, looked great, and we'll be back, right? And the list is like every team didn't make it back except for the Seahawks and 49ers, at least in the NFC. It's like, yeah, the Niners will be back. They have the best roster in football.
Mm-hmm.
The Lions are going to lose everybody, and you're about to have to pay Jared Goff $60 million a year. Fucking enjoy going back to the bottom of the barrel.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't last long. You had your shot and you blew it. And you had your shot. You had a 3-touchdown lead and you blew it.
Right. It was so funny because I was at game night and Dan looks across the table and he was all excited because he wanted the Lions to go to the Super Bowl and win. So he was really rooting for him. He's like, oh, the Lions are definitely going to go to the Super Bowl, man. And I was like, why? And he's like, well, it's 24-3 or something like that. Or yeah, I think it was 24-3. And I was like, well, what, how much time's left? I was like, is this like third quarter, into third quarter? He's like, well, it's almost halftime. I was like, there's still another half of football. And he goes, oh, I don't know, man. The Lions are playing good. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I kind of forgot about it. So halftime goes through, and then it's getting close to the end of the third quarter. He checks the scores again. He goes, because he talks into his phone. He goes, NFL scores or whatever. And he looks, and he just like slowly looks up at me, and he goes, you were right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, it's tied at the end of the third quarter at 24. I'm like, I told you, that's all the Lions know how to do. They just choke. Sorry, known fact. Take it from me as a Bills fan, as a team that likes to choke.
So yeah, I get that. I made this joke earlier to Ryan, who I was playing Warzone with, because he's a Ravens fan and he was very upset. And I was like, damn, first time losing in a championship game, huh?
Join the club. The last fucking 5 years.
I
of my
don't have
life.
to give them anything, Zach. They are a division rival, and their fans are all cunts. They can go fuck themselves. There is nothing. They have moved into my 5 least favorite teams because their fans are douchey. Celebrating players getting injured because your players are dirty is gross. I know Dan Campbell comes from New Orleans, so we should be used to him being a douchey piece of shit, but I'm so out. Ja Ray, thank you for the 5 biddies. It's true, I have no friends. But yeah, now I'm arguing with somebody else on the internet about something else.
That doesn't surprise me. That's all you do anymore is argue with people on the internet.
Feels like it, bro.
There's lots of idiots out there to argue with.
True. Why can I not see, like, I just want to know what games he missed to make sure I'm right.
I like how people's arguments are so stupid sometimes. You just ask questions towards them and you win the argument by just asking questions.
Yeah.
Those ones are always fun to me. I just ask one question after another and then they get to where they just can't answer them because their argument's stupid.
Yeah, that's about how it goes all the time. It's really tough and dumb. But it is what it is. I just want to make sure I'm yelling correctly because I don't want to be wrong. Because
right.
Unlike other people, you know, I try to not spew bullshit all over the world.
Right. You fact check yourself a little bit.
Yeah. But part of me also just doesn't want to deal with the argument, even though I am right.
Mm-hmm.
So Vikings fans are making this joke, you know, only one NFC North team beat the 49ers this year, which is true. It was us. And some other Vikings fan is like, hang the banner, beat the Niners in October, and then he added the little asterisks without Trent Williams or Deebo Samuel. And it's like, if we're going to play that game, yeah, we beat them. It was in October, and we did it without Jay Jettas and Christian Darrisaw, who are both at the same positions and better players than the other two. So how about you shut the fuck up? You're a Vikings fan, and you're just the... Every time I see on Twitter that Vikings fans have, like, voted as the dumbest fans in the league, I just agree. Because every Vikings fan it seems like I interact with is just an idiot. I've never seen I've never seen a fan base hate their team more. It's so weird, and I hate it. I mean, that's how the Lions play, though. And I get why they didn't kick a field goal. Their kicker's bad.
Right.
I understand all of it.
I can't technically put the blame on Dan Campbell. The amount of throws that were dropped by what's his face? Reynolds?
Reynolds, yeah.
Reynolds. Yeah, the amount of wide open passes that just got dropped by Reynolds and the amount of fumbles from their running back, that's not on Dan Campbell. I mean, they didn't change anything that they've been doing this whole year and winning. It's just the fact that all of a sudden, the second half, the players just decided they didn't know how to play football. And as much as I'm not a big fan of Dan Campbell, I cannot place the blame on him completely. Right. You know, where there's some calls that were iffy, sure, but that's just how they play. And it's worked for them. So, you know, if something's not broken, you know, don't try to fix it. And, you know, sometimes your players just can't make a play. And that's just not on you, you know. It's tough for him, but
see,
you know,
here's the thing, though.
What it is.
I know so there's going to be purple in the Super Bowl logo for next year, too. It's going to be like purple and green. Because it's going to be Vikings Jets in New Orleans. Do you know the sweet, sweet irony it would be for the Vikings to win their first Super Bowl in the Superdome in New Orleans, where everything was taken from us? This was the time we needed to wait till this year. The story's too good. It writes itself.
No, fuck the Jets.
There's no other green team in the AFC, I don't think.
I know, but fuck the colors. I want the Bills and the Vikings really badly because that is the one Super Bowl where I would not be upset. Well, I'm going to be a little upset if the Bills lost, but I would not be completely upset because somebody who has not ever won a Super Bowl before will be winning a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'd be freaking the fuck out if Minnesota wins.
Sick.
Dude,
I'm so sick of fucking the Patriots.
I already have the tattoo planned for when the Vikings finally win.
Right. I'm so sick of the,
Dude, the Chiefs are going to be in the Super Bowl every year for the rest of time. And hey, the Jets haven't won a Super Bowl since the 60s, so I mean, I'd be okay with it. They haven't even been to one since the 60s. Same with the Vikings. And come on, Kirk Cousins beating Aaron Rodgers in a Super Bowl is just, can't pass that up.
Yeah.
Can't pass up the wonderfulness there.
Let's just hope Aaron Rodgers makes it to the end of the year. That's
true.
That would suck. Watch this happen. Aaron Rodgers gets the Jets all the way to the Super Bowl.
Gets hurt in the championship game, can't play.
The championship and can't play in the Super Bowl. So you have
Zach Wilson versus Kirk Cousins.
Versus Kirk Cousins. It's GG. Vikings win.
No, the Jets win 100%. You know it.
No, Jets.
The Vikings would choke it. The Vikings would choke it.
Not a chance against Zach Wilson. If you guys lost to Zach Wilson,
you mean the guy who beat the Chiefs and the Eagles this year?
I don't care. Zach Wilson, your team. Granted, you're mostly healthy.
True.
Your team against Zach Wilson in the Super Bowl. You made it to the Super Bowl. Jay Jetta, Kirk Cousins, or whoever your quarterback is.
Yeah.
Makes it to the Super Bowl, has the best shot ever at winning a Super Bowl. Loses against Zach Wilson, I would never forgive you ever.
That's fair. Oof. So
I would forever hate Vikings for all of time.
I'm selling my left testy to get a framed Justin Jettish Jefferson signed game-worn Super Bowl jersey after Kirko throws him an absolute dime on 4th and 12 through triple coverage to win the Super Bowl. Now that I can see. It's just, I see like if it was to be Vikings Jets, right? I can envision the play that everybody would remember from the Super Bowl, and it's Justin Jefferson just absolutely mossing Sauce Gardner for a touchdown. Just like, nah, dog. You ain't him. It's fine.
Yeah.
So we were having this discussion on Run the North, how there are 8, maybe 9 guys in the NFL that are just unquestionably the best at their position, and it's a little wild how there's that many guys. Because like Mahomes, when you start a ranking of quarterbacks, it's just like, even if you do it the tier list way, so you don't put numbers on people, tier 1 is just Mahomes. There's nobody there. And then, you got your Allen, Herbert, Lamar, Burrow tier. And then moving on. At running back, you have your Christian McCaffrey tier. And then everybody else. At fullback, you have your Kyle Juszczyk tier. And then everybody else. At wide receiver, you have your Justin Jefferson tier. And then everybody else. Tight end, there's no longer just a guy. Like now there's an argument. Travis Kelce, he's taken a bit of a step back. He's still incredible. There's a reason he used to be, tight end, it's Trav and then everybody else. His step back still means he's still probably the best in the world. But if you want to say it's Kittle or TJ Hawkinson or Mark Andrews, like there's arguments to be made there. Leading the Chiefs in receiving yards isn't impressive. I could do that. Because I could catch a ball. I was about to say,
when your best receiver is like Tony, that's rough. That's why the Bills pissed me off so bad. You got one guy on the Chiefs that can catch the football, and let's just not cover him. He's also a big guy. How do you miss him in the end zone?
Right. Then you've got nice, hurt himself. Then you've got Trent Williams at left tackle, which means the Niners have, so far 3 of the unquestioned best in the league at what they do. They have a 4th, and that's Fred Warner at linebacker. There's nobody close. People tried to argue Roquan, but I think that got exposed yesterday with how fucking awful Roquan Smith was. Because Roquan Smith, there's only one linebacker in the game that is complete and can do everything people want. All these people, when Roquan Smith meets Isaiah Pacheco in the hole, he's going to get smoked because Roquan can't stop the run. Do we remember him getting bodied by Carson Wentz?
Right.
Like, that's just a quarterback. Pacheco's going to murder him, and he did multiple times. Fred Warner's the only guy there. Defensively, it's like, that's it. You got Fred Warner. There's no definitive best edge rusher or best corner or best anything. Then you got kicker. It's Justin Tucker. You got guard. It's Zach Martin of the Cowboys. And then center is where you have the question. It's Jason Kelce, but I don't know if he's going to retire. So if he's gone, there's no definitive best.
Right.
So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that was an interesting thought. There's also this thing. I love seeing this on Twitter. These people who ask, why do men feel the need to go through everything alone? I think we had this whole conversation about this, at least kind of type thing. It's like, because that's what's expected. Emotion's bad, okay?
Yeah, emotion equal weakness.
Yes.
Yep. Yay, men.
Chiefs down 1 in the Super Bowl, 30 seconds left. Mahomes lobs an absolute Hail Mary to Kelce for the game winner. Fireworks pop off. Dude, he's not... Zach, you're definitely not the first person to come up with the idea of Kelce proposing to T Swift at the Super Bowl. They've been dating for 6 months. I'm sorry. I get it. Some people like to rush into things. If I know anything about seeing Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce throughout the years, neither of them want to rush into shit because they know how it goes. It's not happening.
If I was Travis Kelce, she obviously, she chose him as a, relationship.
Yeah.
If I was Travis Kelce, I'd take that as a, I'd take offense to it. Because 95% of her songs are about her choosing the wrong guy.
Right.
But maybe this will be the one song she writes where she's actually chose the right dude or something. I don't know.
Well, I mean, she did pick the one that was basically obsessed with her. I mean, he asked her out by giving her a friendship bracelet with his phone number on it. That's just incredible.
Yeah.
You know what I love, though? You know what love story matters more to me when it comes to the Kelces? Jason and Kylie. Because they matched on Tinder, and Kylie didn't know that was Jason Kelce. She didn't know it was an NFL player. So she agreed to date a big dude, and that makes me happy. Cool, Taylor Swift picked Travis Kelce. The hot and rich picked the hot and rich. Fucking congrats. I don't fucking care. That means nothing to me.
Right. Although, Travis Kelce is a peasant compared to her.
I mean, not kinda, but not really.
Money wise, yeah.
I mean, kinda, not. I don't know if
$30 million, $30 million versus $1.2 billion. Yeah, that's kind of peasant.
Well,
money.
So Taylor's supposedly worth 1.1.
Oh, I thought it was 1.2 billion. I don't know. Not that it matters after $1 billion.
Not that it matters after like 10 million. Be real.
Yeah,
not that it matters after $1 million. Give me $1 million. I'd be chilling.
Can I go make 30 mil like just for 2 years? I don't even care.
I don't know. Maybe you could have had you given it any amount of effort ever at all, but you chose not to. So deal with it.
Yeah, maybe in a different life.
Maybe.
I'll have you make some football film or something for me, and
Well, in another life you did, and who knows what happened. Maybe
yeah,
you'd be little Isaiah Pacheco right now.
maybe that, or I went and
Got your
you
knee
know,
absolutely destroyed in your first ever game, and
yep, yep, and now I'm don't
hey,
get a scholarship,
you,
and I
well, no, I don't mean in like college. I mean in the pros. But even in
oh,
college, it could happen. That's fair.
I mean, yeah. But I mean, Dolly Parton's pretty popular.
What? Why are we on Dolly Parton suddenly?
I don't understand exactly what he's trying to say.
Oh shit! I didn't realize. Taylor Swift is more popular now than Dolly Parton ever has been or ever will be.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor Swift will be more popular in 10 years than that. Taylor Swift isn't just a sudden star. She's been in the spotlight for 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this isn't new. Yeah, she'll still be in the spotlight because she's Taylor Swift.
I mean,
She is.
Dolly Parton's not irrelevant, though.
No, but
I know, but I mean, compared to what she was, sure, but also I can't really see the. I don't know. Dolly Parton and Taylor Swift are kind of like in
name
two
one
separate
mega famous
categories.
artist of all time who fell off like that. Mega famous. And it has to be mega. Dolly Parton was never that level, I promise. Now I'm looking at things. Bestsellers are tough but yeah, like arguably Kanye. Kanye hasn't fallen off. His name gets more interactions than anybody else. Bro chose to stop making music and is still a bigger star than 90% of rappers still rapping currently, though. Like,
Right?
he hasn't
Yeah.
fallen off. But
Like
Dean the Dog.
I guess I don't understand. Like, what do you mean by fallen off? Like gotten less
Or
popular?
just doesn't make music
Or,
anymore, but that's not falling off. That's just
yeah,
retirement.
I mean, right? Like, technically you could make that a argument for every single you know famous artist or anything like actor or anything like that because they got old. Like, it's just that's what happens. You don't stay young forever. But I am definitely not because I mean, if I am, where my money?
No,
Where
the
my
world
money?
just, yeah. Tell them to bring me my money.
I'm ready to be rich and famous.
Sam, dog.
Don't worry, I'll save you. I'll bust down a door and save you.
But like, I don't know. The people that Taylor is compared with, the Beatles, Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley, Madonna, Eminem. I'm sorry. None of them have or will fall off. Neither will Taylor. She's a different level of artist than basically anybody else.
I know. Yeah. In the year 2066, you're still gonna know who Taylor Swift is because
Yeah, she's gonna
it's like
transcend just like the Beatles.
you know, any classical music star out there or whatever that some of them are dead. You still know who they are.
Yeah.
He's gonna save this clip in 20. What we're gonna be like. Actually, in 2066, I think I'll be like 68 or something. So I don't want to be that old. But yeah, that's going to be a scary thought. Where I was born in the 1900s.
He clipped that, so
In like 2088. I might still be alive.
You were born in the 1900s, old ass man.
Kids are gonna like throw rocks at me and make fun of me because I'm, old as
I already do
dirt.
that. Born in 1900s, throw rock.
True. It's true.
I throw darts at you while you aren't looking.
He would too.
I would too. Everybody over 25 is a fossil. It's true. I'm getting close and I don't like it.
Mhm.
I can feel myself fossilizing.
Yeah.
That might just be from sitting in this fucking chair too long.
Just remember, fossils can still be considered weapons. Just depends on how hard you throw them.
True. Tough.
Yep. It's tough getting old.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go
Yep.
watch Raw. I want to know what's going on Raw. Very sad. I wonder what the uniform matchup will be for the Super Bowl. I hope it's something good. I hope the NFL lets San Fran use one of their 2 throwbacks. That's what I hope. Since I sold my soul for the American dream of working a soulless 9 to 5, why would you sell your soul for a 9 to 5? At least sell your soul for like a box of Girl Scout cookies. At least you'd get some enjoyment out of that.
Right?
Interesting. Seth Rollins has been cooking everybody tonight, apparently. So he's trying to tell Cody Rhodes not to challenge Roman at Mania and to challenge him because let's make this title matter more. He's like, do you want the Hulk Hogan title? The Hollywood title? The one for people who politic their way to the top? Or do you want, and he cut deep with the reference to Cody's father. He's like, or do you want the Dusty Rhodes title? The blue collar title? He then, at some point, keeps going in, and he's like, do you remember why this title came to be? Because these people were sick of Roman Reigns showing up every other week, then every other month, then every other 6 months, always cheating to retain the title. We don't need Roman anymore. Just trying to bolster his title. Probably because CM Punk got hurt and can't be at Mania, so Cody and Rollins could be more fun. Which I think is cool because that just leads to Seth being the one to take the title from Roman later and Cody go, yo, what the fuck? And Seth be like, yeah, I wanted the Hollywood title. That one will always be second best, dog. What are you doing? The feud writes itself. But good night, Zach. Thanks for coming and stopping by. Seth Rollins, boy cooking. I love wrestling. Wrestling is cool. Oh my god. Well, so it's not super cool with how Vince McMahon is in some trouble. Again, another allegation. Only these ones show texts of stuff he's supposedly and people say
it's bad enough that he's already resigned, so
yeah, people say it couldn't possibly be real because this nearly 80-year-old man would not substitute the letters U and what was the other one? B for the words U and B. Old people don't do that. It's like only old people do that. I don't know a single young person that doesn't write out full words. Not a single one. What about you?
I mean, I was gonna say young, but I mean, like, my generation is not necessarily considered young. So,
In this context, it is, but
well, yeah, but
um,
I try not to do that because I feel like, you know, kind of redneckish, and
right,
from where I come from, that I try to be
right,
professional, especially
yeah,
a lot of times where I'm texting, customers and the
true,
boss.
true. Brock Lesnar might have gotten in trouble in that whole situation also, so he's gone. Which I would say is unfortunate, but it led to a way cooler moment at the Rumble because it let Braun Breaker take his job. Brock Lesnar is just a freak athlete that we hadn't seen that type of person before. Now there's like 5 of them in the E, so like who cares?
Mm-hmm.
We got a dude that's a better dude that can just fill the Brock role. I'm here for it.
Brock Lesnar showed up and beat the shit out of my favorite person there, which was Sheamus, and I didn't like him ever since.
Unfortunately, Sheamus didn't show up last night
Yeah.
at the Rumble, or 2 nights ago, I guess. Rumble, the men's Rumble sucked. Women's Rumble fucking cooked, though. I was hyped the whole time. It was incredible. It was good times. And there was actually, I don't know, it felt like there was a chance other people could win. The men's Rumble, you knew from the beginning. Well, it's CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. One of those two is winning. And then who are the last 2 in the ring? CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. It's like, dude, I don't care. None of this matters. Yeah. It's incredible. All right, we are an hour and a half in. We could probably wrap up there. I
Sounds
didn't
good to
realize
me.
we were that far in.
I'll
I
go
figured I was going to look up and see us at 30 minutes.
Right.
But hour and a half, we'll take that.
Yeah. Good night, Red. I don't know how long ago he said that, but good night, Red.
That's pretty recent. But all right. Well, thanks to everybody for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.